What's up, football world? For some of you that do not know, I'm a Real Madrid fan, and we just lost to Barcelona during the weekend in the Super Copa. That's a trophy that a lot of Real Madrid fans do not really care about, but I do care about it because we've been very, very terrible when it comes to domestic trophies. We've not really done well in domestic trophies in the last 30 years. Since 1990, Barcelona has won 6 more league titles than we have. And I'm not even going to go into the Copa aspect of things. That part is embarrassing. And to most Madrid fans, that may not be embarrassing to them, but it is to me. Because at the end of the day, a trophy is a trophy. That is how I see it. A trophy is a trophy. And if your bitter rival is leading you in a particular trophy, yeah, of course you are leading in Champions League, and we are still leading in the league, but the rate at which we are going, they'll probably pass us in the league. A lot of people don't take it seriously, but I really hope I don't see that in my lifetime. One of the things I really noticed in that game was the fact that Barcelona's future really looks good. It really does look good. Already they have 2 midfielders in Pedri and Gavi that I think could be the next Iniesta and Gavi. Obviously, I don't think they can be as good as those 2 guys. Let me just put that out there before people will start saying, "Oh, you say no." They'll probably not be as good as those guys. But one thing is for sure, they are better than those guys at the same age. At the age that these 2 guys are, they are better than those guys when those 2 guys were at that same age. So who knows how they will turn out? Who knows? And all they need is just a guy that could replace Busquets, someone that could be like the guy that would control the midfield from the base. And who knows, maybe they could find it, I don't know. But I've always been someone that I've always felt that midfield is the most important part of the field. I've always felt that strikers are overrated. Like, because they score the goals, they take all the glory, but I've never felt that they impact the game as much as midfielders do. That's just my own opinion. I think a lot of people share this opinion, but I think it's an unpopular opinion. And if Barcelona have that midfield, and Gavi, guys, if you look at this Gavi guy. Watching him, like, I get so annoyed because he's got the work rate. Obviously, he's got the work rate, but he's also technical as well. He's also technical, and it's really, really annoying watching him as a Madrid fan, because of the fact that I'm supposed to hate him, but I wish he was playing for my team. He's an excellent player, and the reason why I started with Gavi in this whole soliloquy was because of the fact that I think he's kind of underrated at this point. I know he won the Golden Boy stuff. I know he won it, but I think he's still underrated. He's actually a very, very good player. Great player, incredible player. Let me not use the word good. Then obviously I wouldn't even talk about Pedri. Everybody knows that he's a great player. Everybody knows that. And you have this guy at left back, Balde. The guy he's been a revelation this season. During the summer, after Madrid won the Champions League, the league, and Madrid fans were like, basking in the whole glory of winning all that stuff. Talking about how Barcelona are not going anywhere, they're not signing players. I mean, look, if you looked at Barcelona signings, you would know that they were coming somewhere. They were not going anywhere. They were coming somewhere. Seriously, like. And looking at Madrid team, someone could tell me, look, you guys also have some young players. Yeah, we do have young players that are great, that are actually contributing at this point. But look at our team now. Look at Barcelona's team. Who would you say are the most impactful players on the team? Is it the young players or the older players? In Madrid, you will see put Benzema, Modric, Vinicius. People were hoping that he would kick on, but he hasn't really kicked on. He hasn't really kicked on. He has not been bad. It's not like he's as bad as he used to be, but he hasn't really kicked on. He has not. So at the end of the day, the best players in Madrid are still kind of Benzema and Modric, two guys that are over 35 years old. But when you go to Barcelona, you could have, okay, Lewandowski, yeah, you can put him there. But you have Pedri, you have Gavi, you have Araujo, guys that are like, young players, but are actually contributing and being like the best players in the team. And I'm not saying that Madrid players do not contribute, the young players do not contribute, they do. But, as a Madrid fan, I have higher expectations because I actually hate Barcelona so much. I don't hate people, but I hate Barcelona. I guess that game is really clouding my judgment right now. I made this video one day after that match. It's really clouding my judgment. So I guess maybe I could regret this video in future, but it is just how I feel at this point in time. I just feel like we are not progressing the way we are supposed to progress. And I'm grateful to players like Modric, Kroos, and all these guys. But I just feel like their presence is making us not to make that progress that we're supposed to make. We have Valverde out there playing the right wing. He's not a right winger. Every game I watch, Vinicius is being crowded in the left wing because teams know that there's no trace coming from the right. So like it's really annoying at this point. I'm really, really concerned about Barcelona's future as a Madrid fan. I think they have a very, very bright future. They already have a centre-back, a world-class centre-back at the age of 23. They have people that are barely teenagers, though I think one of them is over 20 now. I don't know. I don't even know their age, but I know that they're barely teenagers. They're already like some of the best players in the world, some of the best midfielders in the world. Like I don't know. You see Fati, who is incredible. He's an incredible player, but is injury prone. But you have to remember that even Messi himself was also injury prone at that age. So who knows? He could stop having injury, and that's another problem for Madrid as well. So it's really concerning. I trust that Perez is going to sign some players. I don't think we have any of them in the academy. He's going to sign some players that are going to, replace all these guys. I just hope that it turns out for the best, because I really cannot handle another decade of Barcelona's league domination. I really cannot handle it. This season is already looks like they're going to win the league, because other smaller teams in La Liga, Barcelona just wins them. That's just the point. I'm not going to sit down here and claim that those teams just, roll over for Barcelona. They do not. Barcelona win them because those teams, the way Barcelona plays, they play dominating football, and that can work against smaller teams. Madrid, we play a lot of random football. We don't really dominate that more. A lot of time we don't dominate. So you can't really sit down and say teams roll over for Barcelona. They do not roll over. That's what a lot of Madrid fans say. They do not roll over. It's just Barcelona's pattern of play that makes small teams look shit. That is just what happens. Obviously, when they play bigger teams, they're exposed. But against the smaller teams, their pattern of football is very, very conducive to it, to dominating small teams. So I really hope for the best. I just wanted to rant about this, because after losing that game, I just hate losing to Barcelona. We have lost so many to Barcelona in the last decade or more than a decade. Some embarrassing results as well. The 6-2, the 4-0, the 5-0. But every time we've never been able to beat them like that. It's really annoying. Anyway, that's a different topic entirely for another day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.